Hi Reynas, what's up? So I'm on the way right now to go to Seafood City. It's a Filipino restaurant. Well, it's like a Filipino shopping mall. So yeah, I'm with my roommates. It's my last day in my city. But let's get into this video. I thought it would be cute to have a little bit of a car talk with you guys. So basically, I'm talking about Yllana, Aduana. Also, did you guys like my intro? It's different. But this video is going to be about Yllana, Aduana, and my thoughts on her. So if you guys don't know something about me, I always have sentimental favorites. All of us have sentimental favorites for every competition. And mine is Yllana, Aduana. And I want to tell you guys that now because I want you guys to know that I'm not scared to tell you guys who my sentimental favorites are, because I know I will still do my best to be fair and unbiased in my judgments. But I can only do that if I tell you guys who my favorites are from the get-go. But with that being said, every time I have a sentimental favorite during MUPH or any competition, it's pretty easy to tell because I will scream their name. Examples include, so yeah, let's talk about Yllana, Aduana, and a little bit of things that I like about her, what I don't like. So first and foremost, I got familiar with Yllana, Aduana back during Miss Earth. I know that she has a little bit of an extensive pageant history, so she has definitely done pageants beyond that or before that, but that was the first time I can recall really being introduced to her. And I remember when I saw her, the first thing I thought of was, oh my gosh, that body. That body is insane. Now, you guys know me. I love all body types. I don't think that there is anything wrong with any type of body type. But obviously, when you have one to the liking of Yllana, Aduana, it just stands out. I mean, that girl's body was insane, and it continues to be insane. We'll get more into styling and her physique and all that in a little bit. But when I saw her at Miss Earth, I was just in love with her. I truly just thought that she was so intelligent. A little too intelligent at times, but again, we'll get more into that in a little bit. Overall, she speaks well, and she has a really good pastola. So I like her. I think that she's a formidable fighter and contender for the Miss Universe Philippines crown, and I was really hoping she was going to join this year. So when she did, I was nothing more than elated, ecstatic. I was so excited, and I think she's holding up pretty well. But if you guys haven't noticed, she has not made every single one of my lists. So she's not on every single one of my favorite lists for MUPH in my videos. I don't always put her in my top, but I don't think she's actually really came out as number one on any of my favorites because I'm really doing my best to be mindful and not be biased. That doesn't mean I will never put her as my number one. If I really genuinely feel like during some type of event for MUPH, whether it's a runway, whether it's a speaking engagement, the personality interview, if I feel like she truly deserved to be number one, I will put her as my number one, but it will be so unbiasedly. So some of you guys have come in my comments and saying, what about Yllana? What about Yllana? Trust me, she's my bias, she's my sentimental favorite, but my videos as a pageant analyst are meant to be very critical and through the lens of someone who's more objective. Doesn't mean that my objectivity is void of any subjectivity. Of course, I can be. See how wordy I was right there? Yeah, this is definitely an Yllana Marie Aduana video because I'm being super wordy right now. But, pero I will say that even my most objective comments are going to be subjective because they're my opinions, they're from my viewpoint. That's why I always say, please put in the comments below your thoughts. Okay, let's talk more about Aduana. Let's just start off with overall her styling. So her styling has definitely leveled out, it's definitely evened out, but there are some comments that are being made by a lot of netizens. What do I call the pageant fans? Just pageant fans. There's a lot of comments being made by pageant fans. A lot of pageant fans feel like she's a little too costumey. They look back at her Miss Earth stint and they say that, you know, sometimes her outfits were like really pageantry, like pageant patty. They were a little bit costumey. They were a little bit maybe drag-like perhaps. And I think that that's okay because Miss Earth is that type of pageant, right? A lot of times the contenders wear more costumey outfits. You're a little bit more like out there. Your outfits and the package for Miss Earth is a little bit more on the costumey side, I would say. And that's not a jab, it's not a diss, it's not a bad thing. It's a different pageant. You know, when you go to Miss Grand, a lot of times the ladies will wear a lot more va-va-voom, a lot more risky. ladies will wear a lot more baba boom, a lot more risky clothing, and that's just how the pageant is for Miss Grand, right? And at Miss World, it's a lot more regal, elegant, more princess, right? So at Miss Earth, it's a little bit more costumey. It's different for every pageant, so we can't really judge too much how she styled herself at Miss Earth as a representation of her styling for Miss Universe. Now, I will say, bringing it to present tense, I think that her styling has improved since Miss Earth to fit the Miss Universe pageant, but there are still hints at times of that Miss Earth kind of creeping into her styling and her team. A big example, I think, of this was the most recent evening gown photo shoot. The photo shoot, while she looked gorgeous as always, I mean, sobrang ganda, right? She's just so gorgeous every single time I see her. It was a little bit more on the costumey, cosplaying a Greek goddess type of vibes. And a lot of the comments said that they wish to see her kind of tone it down a little bit. And I agree. I think that I would like to see her photo shoots be a little bit more toned down. But nonetheless, I think overall her styling has still been good. So let's get more into her styling. Another comment that's being made by a lot of people is her corsets. People are not feeling the corset anymore. They're like, Aduana, you have been corsetting every single outfit. We're tired of the corset. Let the corset go. You have been wearing a corset with every single outfit. And what I have to say to that is, Aduana, don't listen to them. Corset every outfit. And let me tell you why. Just because every single one of her outfits are cinched or they're corseted, it does not mean they're the same. I don't know how you guys, not you guys, but I don't know how people in general are saying that this outfit is the same as this outfit all because they both have a corset. When you have a waist like Aduana's, or even if you don't, even if you're more of a, curvaceous individual, you should corset your outfits if you can. It just cinches everything together. It just makes everything supple, snatch, and it looks really good. And so actually, if I was a coach, I would be like, girl, we're gonna corset that outfit. Of course, there's outfits that you're not gonna corset, right? Like a ball gown or whatever. But even then, I'd be like, girl, we're gonna corset underneath the gown. So that way we can get you that curvy figure. I think it just really accentuates what Aduana already has. And I think that there's nothing wrong with her calling attention to her waistline. I know that, certain girls like Anita Rose Gomez did not call too much to her waistline. She kind of ventured away from that. But in this current era of Miss Universe, where it's starting to go a little bit more towards the Miss Grand side of things, I think it's appropriate to add in that corset and really accentuate that waist and, really make sure that people see that, girl, I work hard for this. If you work hard for it, there's nothing wrong with flaunting it. So I actually do not mind at all that she decided to corset most of her outfits. Now, I understand variation, but I think her outfits, and again, I'll put a few up here, I think they have all been quite different despite them being cinched or corseted. So I don't have a personal issue with that. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys are thinking. Okay, guys, I will see you guys at the actual restaurant because I'm getting dizzy. So see you guys there. Mwah. Okay guys, so I got some things. I got a show pao, chicken show pao, and I also got some barbecue skewers. I'll try to show you I really like show pao, it's one of my favorites. So I'll get into this in a second, but first I thought I would just talk a little bit more about Aduana. So when it comes to her speaking, we all know she's a really good speaker. She can talk really, really well. She just has a very intelligent way of speaking, but sometimes a lot of people say she can be very wordy, and I agree. She can be quite wordy at times. So
don't misconstrued as very ardent, and we should have the most autonomy. Their interconnectedness to the nature at a hurt locker state is disheartening.
So I think that if I had any comment to make, it would just be to speak at an elementary school level in a way that even a 10th grader could understand her, if that makes sense. For instance, I have an issue with speaking a little bit fast. I think Aduana's issue is that she can be a little wordy. She uses words that are not necessarily relatable. she uses words that are not necessarily relatable and easy for an everyday individual to understand or digest. So, talking about digesting, I'm gonna digest this food, and I will get back to you when I get home. Okay, bye. Okay guys, I'm back home. I'm gonna finish the rest of the video here so that way I'm not all over the place. I wanted to try something new for my video, this little vlog style video, but let's get back into what I was saying. So I think the last time I was talking, I was touching up on Yllana Aduana and her speaking abilities.
Though misconstrued as very ardent.
And I was trying to say, I don't know if it was too loud, but in case it was, I was just trying to say that I really feel like she just needs to tone down the wordiness a little bit. If she can just kind of simplify her speech, if she can make it more accessible to the common day people who, you know, just speak like you and I in our everyday lives, I think that will be a lot more relatable and it will be a lot more attainable from a larger and broader audiences to kind of grasp what she's saying. So I think for Aduana, my only recommendation when it comes to her speech is not to take away from the essence of what she's saying, because the context and the essence of what she's saying is pretty spot on and usually is loaded with a lot of good content. But I think the words that she chooses to express herself with when she's delivering her answers could be switched out for something that's a little bit more digestible for the everyday average person, correct? Diba? So that'll be my recommendation for her speaking is keep the essence, keep the content, and work on the actual usage of words within your delivery. That way, again, it's more digestible by everyday audiences and more people can actually understand what you're saying. Yeah, that'd be my comment. And the only reason why I'm saying it is because obviously if a lot of people are commenting it and it's a very common comment for Aduana, then it is a thing that people are clearly just like, girl, we don't know what you're saying. And she has a lot of fans, so it would be great if everyone could kind of understand it. All right, lastly, let's go into her pasarela. So Aduana can walk. Aduana can walk, mama. She can walk. She's so good at walking. I love her pasarela. She's so va boom. And I really like her aura as well on stage. She knows how to give a look, okay? She knows how to look into the camera. She knows how to look into the audiences. And I have no doubts that when it comes to her pasarela, both evening gown and swimsuit, especially swimsuit, that she is going to make great use of it. So I'm actually quite excited to see what it's going to be like when she goes on stage for MEPH or whenever they have their next runway challenge. I think they have one with Hello Glow and also with Aqua Baraka coming up soon, so that will be very exciting to see and to see where she's going to go with it. I just can't wait to see where she's going to take her pasarela. If she's going to keep it the same that we saw at Miss Earth, or is she going to switch it up a little bit and, you know, do something that's a little different. So I can't wait to see that. Overall, Aduana, like I said, is my sentimental favorite because I think that she would be a great contender for Miss Universe and she would represent the Philippines phenomenally. But sentimental favorite does not necessarily mean I think that she is the best bet for the Philippines. I will not say that yet because I think it's premature. I know we've been, you know, MEPH has been around and for a few weeks now. We've gotten some content, but we haven't really got a whole ton of interaction with the ladies in terms of, you know, us as audience. I think that from the audience perspective, we still need to see a few more runways. I need to see what her stage presence is like, but I will say the short moments that she's been in the presence of the media, she's always just looking phenomenal and she's definitely glowing from within and radiating that outside. So I'm definitely excited and anticipating to see a really stellar performance, but there are some really tough competitors this year and we just cannot discount them. It's just too early, including some of the newbies. So I hope that Aduana continues to vie on. As far as the scientist thing goes, because I think one of the titas of pageantry or something talking about her and her qualifications, I'm not really going to get into that because, well, I don't care. From what I understand, she is a scientist. I think it's already been debunked, and I think that at the end of the day, I have no reason to care enough. I don't think she's faking her credentials. I don't see why she would need to do that. But I just believe what she's saying, and I also have seen a lot of people already debunk it through research and showing what the definition of a scientist is. So, you know, that whole drama to me is just petty, and it's just, I don't really care. But yeah, at the end of the day, I think that she's a phenomenal woman, and I think that she would represent the Philippines great at Universe, if not another competition, should they decide to crown her, as of right now at least. So yeah, you guys, let me know who else you guys want to see me cover. I would love to cover some people that you guys also want to see. So definitely let me know in the comments down below who you want to see me cover. Let me know if you're liking or living for this vlog style type of pageant thing that I'm going. Obviously, this is my first time doing it, so I need to refine it. I think I'm going to continue on with this style of videography, but I'm going to just refine it and make it work for me. If you enjoyed my video and you want to join the Reyna family is what I refer to my subscribers, then go ahead and click the subscription button down below. Also, if you guys don't mind, give this video a thumbs up. The thumbs up does mean a lot to me. It is a lot for my channel. We have been growing so much, you guys, and I say we because it's really our growth, it's really our success, and it's really all of us coming together to help this channel and this community grow. So I'm so thankful for you all. Without any of you, I just could literally not be here doing this. I mean, I still would, even if only one person watched, but the fact that so many of you guys want to watch is just so, it's a blessing. I'm honestly so blessed, and I'm so grateful. Yeah, if you guys could share this video with your friends too, that mean the world to me. It would mean a lot. If not, no worries. If you don't want to subscribe, no worries either. Thank you for stopping by anyways and checking out my channel and my video. And as always, maraming salamat po, shukran, shukriya, dhanyavad, shesheni, arigato gozaimasu, muchas gracias, terima kasih, and thank you guys so much for all the love and support. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week, day, month, year, life. Bye.